Enumeration option is set to off.
Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the LSU Tigers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So LSU's offense will go to work first. And the old saying is that a tight end is a quarterback's best friend. And, David, if that's the case, these two couldn't be chummier.
Yeah, I mean, they know exactly where they're at. They're on the same page. Both of them are superstars. And Jesse, when you got a tight end, you can move around. You can feature in the slot. He can block. He can catch it. He can run after the catch. A quarterback that's already great, he knows to find that gap.
And that's incredible in this offense when you think about it, Dave, is a lot of their explosive plays in the passing game go to the tight end. This guy is athletic. He can stretch the field. He's a matchup problem. And there is no question in this game, the quarterback is going to be looking for his big fella early and often.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green. There's some room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Handoff, Durham running left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. Quick spin on the run. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but like they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
They should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them throwing the football, but they were always able to run it, too. And you think about guys like Quinshawn Judkins and Kejuan Lacey, they always had a dude back there giving the offense balance. Running the ball successfully is something that I expect we're going to see in Baton Rouge this season. A lot of opportunities for the running backs this year.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. He's going to take off. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
Well, that's a nice job on 3rd down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first 3rd down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe. Everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just a tremendous return, great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Thrust that arm out. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Maybe a crease. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but Every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Escapes the pressure to his right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on the extra points. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. Could be an alley. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Wildcats want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
With the catch, it's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to run, it's Baxter. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Wildcats trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Berry. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his man. It's Brown. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Going with the ground game left. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
To the air, it's Levitt. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't throw it in.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Turns it loose. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Gilmore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. Took it all the way back to the house. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas taking on the number 20 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Maybe some room here. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Kentucky going quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Fakes to grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wide receiver going in motion. Bully ball on third and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Took a shot as he threw. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Barnes. Touchdown Wildcats. Great job by the back on the option. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Brown.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Crosses to 40. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Takes the handoff. It's Hall. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running to the left. Finding an escape route. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Running inside. It's Berry. Got a little grass. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The run inside. It's Berry. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On the ground, it's Hall. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. After that run, picked up the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Hall. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll test the right side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Floats it out in space. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. And the Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Might have a chance. Touchdown, LSU! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. On target. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Kentucky, 17.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Running it to the right. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Kentucky right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. 8th play of the drive coming up. On third down, he drops to throw. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. 2nd and goal coming up. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Kentucky. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. Finding some room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
He's going to run it. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking for a man, it's Levin. It's complete to the left. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Handoff, Caden Durham. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. On first down, it's Durham again. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. These corners going to give them some space. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
Now, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us as the season marks.